So this Joker movie was really hard to try and analyze, but I picked up about three or four positive messages that I felt could really help someone who watches this video or listens to it. So the first message that I uh, picked up on was faking a smile if it's not authentic. The Joker said that he wasn't happy, but he always kept a smile on his face. You know, when he was out in the world, he always smiled. He always tried, he always gave off that smile. He always tried to give off that he was happy. But deep down, he was hurting. Deep down, he was miserable. He was in pain. And a lot of times, what we will do as people is we will smile and try to be positive and try to force ourselves to be positive when deep down we're hurting. And people say, just keep going, just keep being positive, keep having positive, thoughts and all that. Yes, it's good to have positive thoughts. That's another story. But in this case, if you are forcing yourself to be happy or forcing yourself to smile, then obviously there is something wrong, and it's a good idea to try and address what's wrong. It's okay to dive into the negative and into the darkness and understand why the darkness is there. Sometimes that's what we need to do. We have to dive into hell if we want to overcome the hell that's inside of us. If we are afraid of the dark side of ourselves, then it will control us. It will control our lives. It will control our experiences and everything around us. At the end of the movie, there was riots that were going on in the street because of what the Joker did. This was the second message that I picked up, is the world around us is a reflection of how we feel inside. And the Joker had a lot of chaos inside, and he manifested that chaos physically, and it turned into riots. Mental illness is a disease, in a sense, and it is contagious. So sometimes your mentality, how you express yourself, how you manifest what goes on inside of you can affect other people all around, and it can affect the world all around in a positive or negative way. And yeah, the third theme that I realized was that you never know what's going on inside of a person. You don't always understand or know how someone's going to take something that you say to them or what you do to them. In your eyes, you could just be doing your job. You could have a positive intention. You could want to help somebody, but the person that you are targeting, the subject person, they could take what you say as abuse, as being mean or being bullied, something like that. Like you could look at your life and you could say, I was bullied my whole life, but really a lot of people thought that you were cool, and they just palled around with you, and you took it as being bullied. Yeah, sometimes it's good to try and think of how you want to experience something, or how you want to take how someone is treating you. It's very important that we do that in life, that we take control of how we want to feel and how we want to take things in. And the last thing I want to say is, at the end of the movie, the Joker, all the traumatic stuff that happened to him, he went the dark side of it, and he hurt people. The thing about insanity, or the thing about that, is he chose to do it. Despite how hard life is, despite how traumatic things can get for us, we have the choice to direct it in a good way or a bad way, positive or negative. We have that choice to decide how we're going to express our inner traumas. So always keep that in mind, that even if you feel like you're crazy, if you're insane, don't worry about how society labels you. Don't worry about what people think about you. Be the person that you want to be, and direct what you are in any way that you choose to. All right, have a good day.